Hello, welcome back. Lovely to see you. And today we have an exciting new addition to the family of Fuji. I, of course, am speaking of the X-H2S here, not here, here. This is here just for comedy value. This is my very old, slightly retro and classic XT1. But what struck me when I saw the brand new body of the X-H2S was just how similar an evolution this camera was. It's square. They're both square. They both have that grip that it just kind of feels like a sort of square that you're turning. And this one's just like the bigger brother or sister of the original. But my, haven't we come far? Because however cute and sweet this little camera is, this bad boy has all sorts of toys built in. It really does. It's laying down some serious markers in the video space for hybrid mirrorless cameras. So I'm going to remove my cute little old one, if I may. And I'm going to talk to you about this just for a second. The body that we have here. So, H2S. Now, this is a 6K. H2S, I think it's 24-ish, around there, megapixels, which of course is big enough for stills, but also small enough to do decent video. You don't want to go too big. But for most mere mortals, I would suggest this could be the sweet spot. It has the cape of the day, which of course is internal ProRes, HQ, ProRes LT, inside, in the box. No external device needed. I think that's great. I think we're gently moving towards a world of getting everything internal. Isn't that a wonderful thing? No more snappy cables. It's got F-Log2, which will be exciting. It's got 120 4K, 42 10-bit. All of these sort of buzzwords that you know from other manufacturers are in this camera. It's done some interesting and quite unique things though. It has this accessory grip, which actually I really like. It fits really well on the camera. But most importantly, the really boring nitty-gritty of power. It has one in there, 2 batteries here. That's 3 batteries in total. You can charge it via the USB-C here, so you don't need to take another charger. And with all 3 batteries, I think you've got something, we're talking like a 4-hour runtime. So potentially you could take this out in the field and not have to attach external batteries if you wanted to shoot for half a day, which I think is really important. And you can just top up with a battery bank or just a normal USB charger straight into the body. I like that a lot. I think it's a really good solution. And this is a lovely grip, just for vertical shooting. It's just a really nice chunky toy. Now on the side here, we have SD and we have CFast-B as normal. On this side, we've got our USB-C. I'll just try and show that to you. We've got our mic, we've got headphones, and up here we also have a full-size HDMI, full size. There we go. We've got a floppy screen that you can turn many ways. God forbid you should want to vlog, you can. But you can turn it many different ways, and actually if you look, quite interesting when you turn it there, because the HDMI is high, a cable is not going to foul this. You can see you could turn it like that and the cable could still be there. So I think you're okay in terms of design like that. Obviously joysticks here, one there, depending on your orientation. The usual buttons, menus, hotkeys. On the top, we've got ISO and white balance, as you can see, and at the front here, we've got some function buttons as well, and a flash sync, and all the usual goodness there. And a very nice EVF in there. The AF is good. I've had a little test, not much more, because I have rarely had this for many hours, but I've had a little test. I was very impressed. But what impressed me almost more than this was that they have finally, unlike some others, brought out a video optimized piece of glass. And I would like to contend that if you are interested in this camera, for the love of heaven, you need to be interested in this, because like all modern new cameras with lots of lovely tech, they need the newer lenses to make the tech work correctly. And this is an 18 to 120 millimeter f4 lens, and it weighs very little indeed. it's for video. It's got this very cute kind of resistance harpic kind of zooming button, or this could be focused because you can change it in the middle, and you can got a function button here and you can change stuff, and again you've got another control here. This with this I found was really, really useful, because suddenly I could just zoom in, zoom out, grab a shot, grab a clip. This doesn't extend 72mm front, just so we know, for your ND. And, you know, for stuff, I use the dreaded phrase, run and gun, sorry, I apologize. For stuff like that, for quick and dirty shots, you could have this and one fast prime, and actually you could cover 9/10 of most things. Looks really good. By the way, we've got F-Log2 inside, and all their wonderful color profiles. Eterna, all the different ones, bleach bypass, all the usual ones. Velvia, do you remember Velvia? I used to shoot film. Well, it always said it was 50. It was actually about 32, so you had to overexpose it, plus half or third or whatever you were doing. Anyway, I digress. All the usual lovely color profiles in there, but it's this lens coupled with that that's quite intriguing, and it's an interesting thing to watch how the two combine. Audio, yes, you've got a 35mm in, but Tascam are doing that XLR widget that slots on top. I believe the XLR widget also works with Nikons and Canons, but it's going to be a Fuji one. Has 2 XLRs in there. Possibly it's going to give you more channels than that. You might also keep the 3.5, so that'll slot on top. So that's your audio. So your power, your audio, your color, your internal great codecs. Obviously, you can probably go out external for RAW should you need it, but you won't, because you've got ProRes HQ and all of that goodness in there. They also designed this. What is this? Is it a packet of menthol cigarettes? No, it's not. Let me just show you exactly what it is, because when I saw this, I did actually gasp out loud. Hold the front page, because look, this has got an electric contact. So is this here. And what you do is you put that in there, screw it in, and it's a powered fan, would you believe? Now, there's 2 ways of looking at this. You can either be incredibly worried that they thought this was going to set fire to itself, so it needed a fan, or you can take the more mature view, which is actually this can record for about 3-4 hours without any issue. But if you're in a hot country outdoors doing very high frame rates, wouldn't it be great if the manufacturer at the very beginning built you a device that could link in here, be powered through the camera, so that you could keep recording without any issues? And that is what this is. Lots more to come here. I think it's very interesting. Price point, it's not clear at the moment. They haven't told me. There was talk of it being between 2 and 2.5, just to give you a sort of ballpark. But probably you now know more than me if you're watching this. But anyway, Fuji are back with the X-H2S, a really interesting hybrid camera in the mirrorless space, and the start of a new chapter for them with video. See you soon.